Welcome to REVAMP, Revelations of an Autism Mom Professional. I'm Tabitha, your 24-hour online personal parent support professional, and I am here for you. Now today I want to ask you a question. What do you do when your autistic child totally ruins a pretty expensive piece of furniture that you bought only because they didn't like the color? Well, you want to find out what I did? Let's go. Welcome back to REVAMP. I'm so excited that you're here. Today's video is part 2 of the unpredictable mom. So if you watched my last video, it was about my son who got up at about 11:30, 11:45 at night, and he just impulsively started making breakfast, like pancakes and turkey sausage and sliced strawberries and all of that good stuff. And he was making it for everybody in the house. But the only problem was, number one, he did it without permission. And number 2, everybody was sleeping. So he's thinking he's doing something wonderful, but the reality was everybody was sleeping. So, you know, it is what it is. But today's video is going to be interesting as well. Now, before we get started, if you guys want to see more of my videos, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the post notification bell so that you'll know when I drop a brand new video on YouTube. Now, today's video is interesting in the sense that this is something that most parents would probably freak out over. I mean, totally freak out over. But the reality is you have to kind of put yourself in the child's position, and you also have to kind of put yourself on a whole different level when it comes to managing it. Now, this incident occurred when I had bought my home and did some mild renovation. So money was a little bit steep at the time, but I wanted to get the kids some new furniture. So went out, bought the kids some furniture, not really sure what, they really wanted, but just kind of got something pretty much temporary because I knew later on I probably want to get something more substantial, more solid. So I didn't spend a whole lot of money, but I spent enough. So to me, at that time, I think it was pretty expensive. So I purchased my daughter a white bedroom set, and I purchased my son a chocolate colored bedroom set. Now, the chocolate colored bedroom set was a little darker than what I really wanted to buy for him, but it was in my price range. So I was like, okay, that's fine for right now. So the kids were excited about it when they got their new furniture. Oh, I got a new bed, I got a new dresser, yeah, they were so excited. So my son decided one night, shortly after getting his bedroom set, maybe about a few weeks later, I don't like the color, it's too dark. So he decides to get up at about maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, and he pulls the dresser outside on the deck and he paints it yellow. So I'm like, okay. So now think about it. Moms and dads usually will freak out over something like this. You really will, because you've just spent all this money on this furniture, and you're anticipating that this is going to last for a while, and it's going to match the bed and whatever else you purchase. And you wake up in the morning and you find chocolate colored bed and a yellow dresser outside on the deck. Now, you don't actually walk outside on the deck and see the chocolate dresser. Your child comes to you and says, "Hey, Mommy, guess what? Look what I did. I painted it yellow. It was just too dark. Do you like it?" I'm like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. So in an instant, you have to know how to respond, because you can't not respond. You have to say something. So what I said was, "Oh my gosh," like, "Oh my gosh, it looks great. You did a great job. What made you do that?" He says, "It was too dark." So I thought to myself, okay. In an instant, I had to think, yes, this furniture was a little bit dark. I kind of had a feeling he may not like it. Why didn't I just pick something out lighter? And then I probably would not have had this issue, but I didn't. So here we are in the moment, and I have to act now. What do you do? I responded positively. I told him he did a great job. I didn't want to make him lose his motivation, because he really, truly felt like he had done something wonderful. Well, to me, it was not wonderful, but the fact that he took the initiative and the motivation out to go and make a change for something that he didn't like gave me, hope that he had future to do, to work towards the things that he wanted and to make changes, maybe even in the world, against the things that, are not right. And maybe political views, or who knows, whatever. But the bottom line is he took that initiative, and I didn't want to ruin the moment. So I told him, hey, great job. Although in the inside, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. So really, I just wanted to give him praise. What I decided to do was, I knew he didn't like the furniture. I had to figure out how was he not going to ruin the bed. That was the only other piece of furniture left. So what was I going to do about this? Well, he had a bed that was still intact with the chocolate color, but because I know he didn't like it, the likelihood was he was going to go in there and probably paint the bed because he couldn't get it out of the door, and I'd probably end up getting paint all over my wood floors and all of that stuff. So I said, well, you know what? We're going to just do something about this. I thought about it, slept on it, and I came up with a plan. So you're probably wondering, why didn't I just take the kids to pick out what they wanted? That would have made it so much easier and I wouldn't have had these issues. Well, the first thing was I was on a budget, and I knew if I took my daughter to pick something out, she was going to pick out something really extravagant, and she just has extravagant taste like her mom. And it was going to be, I'm sure, well over my budget. Then with my son, he would pick something out, and if it was over my budget, he would become fixated on it, and that's the thing that he really wanted. So I didn't want to take that chance, so I just chose to pick the sets out on my own. Now, I did know that my daughter said she didn't really want a dresser. She preferred to have a desk. And my son wanted a dresser. So he got a dresser and a bed, and she got a desk and a bed. I decided to give my daughter the dresser because my son actually had enough closet space, and he had not as many clothes, and also he had some loose dresser drawers that I had slided under his bed. And he really didn't need a dresser, but he did need a table. But I figured, well, okay, well, he can just get a table later because she really did need a dresser to put all this clothing that she had. So I went ahead and gave her the dresser, and I decided to paint the dresser. And I also decided to paint his bed. So got some paint, painted it, everything came out amazing. I mean, and the interesting part was my daughter, even though she had gotten a white bed and desk, she decided she wanted everything to be pink. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just so crazy. So I guess she figured, well, okay, since he painted, I can paint too. So before she got to that step, I actually went ahead and just painted her dresser and her desk. And it came out amazing. The bed stayed white, but that's okay because things are going to be changing relatively soon anyway. Next time I'll just take them with me. It was just crazy, but the bed came out amazing. The dresser came out amazing, and I'm going to just show you guys what that looked like. So I also wanted to just say that, again, when you have a child who has autism, who takes some initiative, motivation to make a change, that's really a good thing. Again, sometimes their change that they may make may not be the best decision in the parents' eyes, in their eyes, and in their world. Oh, it was the best decision, ever. But the reality is, we have to look at things from our child's perspective because, they are atypical. And that's not necessarily a bad thing because, they just think differently. Their views are different. Their thoughts are different. And, it's up to the parent to be as accommodating as possible. Now, sure, I could have went off about this dresser and, oh my God, why'd you do this? And went crazy. But, to me, it wasn't worth doing that because that would really just kind of plummet his self-esteem about, taking charge and taking that initiative. So I didn't want to do that. So I chose to just go ahead and go with the flow and, it's just furniture, it's a material thing. It can be fixed. It can be changed colors. I mean, it's nothing, material things can be gone in an instant, but the precious spirit of our children who are thriving to make it out there in society, we want to try to make that live on because, material things, like I said, can be gone, but the moment that we crush our child's spirit, that could be gone too. And that, we don't know how long it could be gone. It could be never come back. So I always try to encourage my child to be creative. I did tell him, hey, look, don't paint anything around the house anymore without asking me because, it could have been something else. Now, I do remember when he got into a behavioral tantrum and he just got a can of red spray paint and came in my room and he was mad at me and he started spray painting my dresser, which was silver. I was frustrated. I was upset. But, I didn't let it bother me because, again, it's a materialistic thing. It can be gone in an instant, Simply got some primer, got some silver paint, spray painted the areas that he messed up, and it looks exactly the same. So, sometimes you just have to put things in perspective and look at the big picture because, yes, okay, he was upset in the moment, and yes, disciplinary action is necessary, at least talking about it and saying something, maybe taking away the iPad or something for, a few hours or a day or whatever. But the reality is it's a temporary piece of furniture. It's a material thing. It could break, anything could happen to it, anything. So it's not that big of a deal. It's not that serious. So don't sweat the small stuff is basically what I'm saying. So anyway, this bed came out so super. Thank God for HGTV. I love that show. I mean, I learned so much, and I'm telling you, this was really a fun and incredible project. So check it out, before and after.
Oh no. You like it?
Yeah.
You do? This looks kind of cool, huh? You like is it too dark?
So much fun. It really was. Now, just a tip. If you're planning on decorating and renovating your child's room, it's so easy because you can actually not even go out and buy really expensive furniture, because I did my daughter and my son's remake at our other home and it came out amazing. I don't have the before pictures, but just imagine blank white walls. But I'm going to show you the after effects, of the room and how great it looked. So, it's just really simple. Just some painter's tape, making some streamlines and whatever design you want to make on the walls. And, you can even get some used furniture and prime it and paint it and make it look amazing. So I did have the before pictures. I think I deleted them because of my storage or something, but I don't have them now. So just imagine like a brown chair in his room that now is transformed, and a brown desk that's now transformed, and his walls, which were just white, and now they're transformed, and her walls were all white, and this wicker colored white table, that was transformed. I mean, everything was just transformed, and it looks really cool. So just check that out too. like it? You do? Good.
Look at the little light up there.
Wow, how cool is that?
Like that light.
Got anything to say?
Huh? Just say something, Mommy, I love you. Thank you for getting the light. I love you, Mommy.
Think about doing something fun in your kid's room. You don't have to go out and spend like $300, $400, $500 or $1,000, $1,500 on a bedroom set. You can find something in a local thrift store and get some really cool ideas and pay like $25 for a bed and a headboard. You can go out and buy a dresser for 20 bucks and prime it, paint it, you know, whatever color they want. It could be pink, blue, green, purple, no matter what. It doesn't matter, because the reality is you're not gonna find those colors really out there in the store. And if you do, they're gonna cost astronomical prices. So paint, I'm telling you, it is like the cheapest way to decorate and to make something look totally new and different. So just have fun with it, you know, and get your kids involved. So anyway, that's the end of this video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. That's my whole message behind my videos, guys, is for you to gain some insight on how to handle certain things and, you know, give you my revelations of an autism mom professional from where I stand and the things that I've gone through that, you know, have changed my life and have changed my children's life. So anyway, guys, till next time, peace.